Today we're taking a look at the 2024 Alaskan XT by Bear Archery. Just a reminder guys, head on over to mikesarchery.com to pick up any of our latest logo gear. We got plenty of hats and shirts as well as any gear you might need for your next adventure. Welcome back to Mike's Archery, and we are taking a look at the new 2024 lineup from Bear Archery, and we have got the new Alaskan XT. There are a handful of bows in this new lineup that we are excited to bring to you, and this is certainly one of them. Bear has outdone themselves for what we consider a midline bow. And as we get into the features of this bow, you will realize what we're talking about. As always, they're making these bows right here in the good old US of A down there in Gainesville. So let's get into the specs of what the Alaskan XT comes in at. Now, if you remember, there was an Alaskan last year. This is an improved version with a lot more features. So the speed coming in on this bow is at 335 feet per second on a hybrid cam system. The axle to axle is 33 inches, so they did lengthen it a little bit, but that's going to give you a more stable platform. The cam to cam length on this bow is 37¼ inches, and the brace height is coming in at 6¼ inches with a reflex at 5 5/8. Now, one thing we noticed is Bear is not advertising weights on their bows this year. So we don't have what a manufacturer's advertised weight is, but we do, as usual, have our out-of-the-box weights. So the real-world weight out of the box on an Alaskan XT is coming in at 5.2 pounds. And then as we strip that bow down, we got it at 4.4 pounds. And that is taking the accessories off of it because it is available in a package as well as a bow only. Now the draw length adjustment on this bow, you're going to be able to adjust that all the way from 25 inches on the low end out to 30 inches on the long end, giving a wide range there on this hybrid cam system to fit most archers. As usual, Bear does have that 15-pound weight range on all of their bows, and this Alaskan XT is no different, available in a 45 to 60 as well as a 55 to 70 pound range. The let off on this one is fixed at 80%, but that is plenty of let off. Now let's jump into some of the upgraded features that they brought to us on the Alaskan XT. And right out of the bag, what we noticed was the integrated accessories. So they've gone with that IMS system, which is a dovetail system for the rest on the back of this mid-range bow. If you purchase their package, it's going to come with an integrated whisker biscuit in that package. But if for some reason you want to go to some fall away or other rest in the market, you've got that integrated option right here on the riser of this bow. And they've also included integrated sights. So milled right into the riser is the pick rail in the riser, and you can mount any pick rail sight to the Alaskan XT. If for some reason you go with their package, it's going to come with their standard 4-pin sight, which is a really nice feature, aligning everything to the center and just giving a great balance in a midline bow. However, if you want to use standard accessories, you still got that option with your double rest holes as well as conventional sight mounting option on the other side. Now, some of the other great looking features they've added to this bow is the new redesigned caged riser. It's got new riser dampeners built into that, along with the limb dampeners that they have used for the last several years, giving a nice shock-free bow in a midline price point. They also added a roller guard standard on this package and on this bow. That's going to eliminate any of the cable wear that you might have seen in the past, as well as giving a nice smooth feel through the draw cycle. In their package, they've also included their standard 5-inch stabilizer as well as a standard sling along with that 5-spot quiver. So that is basically rounding out their standard package, but allowing you all that integrated options with this bow. Now the Alaskan XT is going to come to you in 4 great color options. It's going to be an option with a black and bottomlands, a throwback black, as well as olive and stone. So this new Alaskan XT is going to be a great platform if you're looking to get some of the high-end features of the flagship bows with the integrated system, but not break the bank. And the price point on the Alaskan XT is going to come in at $529 on a Bear bow, and also $629 if you want the factory RTH package from Bear. Now from here, we're going to step back to the lane and shoot a few arrows out of this bow, giving you the standard breakdown that we always do at 29 inches, 70 pounds, along with an arrow from 350 out to 500 grains. So we step back here in the lane and we've got the new Alaskan XT, and we're going to shoot this over the chronograph, give you a breakdown on all the speeds as well as the decibel reading, as usual, shooting these bows at 29-inch draw length, 70 pounds, with 80% let off on these bows. And we're going to get what the speeds come up on this. So let's see what the Alaskan XT gives us here. So putting in some pretty good speeds on the Alaskan XT. We've got them at 350 grain arrow. It's putting out 308. And then with a 400 grain arrow, it drops down to 292. And with a 450 grain arrow, it gets 279. And then at a 500 grain arrow, you've got 263. So for a midline bow, with the speeds that it's rated at, putting up some pretty nice speeds out of this Alaskan. Now let me grab the decibel meter here and see what kind of noise rating it put up. Coming in at 93.8 decibels, which is a fairly quiet bow. I mean, it's one of the quieter bows we've shot, and for a midline bow, it's putting up numbers that would compete with just about anything out there. Draw cycle of this, it is a hybrid cam, so it has got a pretty good feel to it coming over. It's not rough in the draw cycle. It's in fact at 70 pounds, this bow comes over relatively smooth and easy, doesn't drop off harsh at the back end. Once you shoot this bow, it is very dead in the hand. For a midline bow, Bear has nailed it. So if you're looking for something to get high-end features but not have to pay that high-end price, the Alaskan XT is most certainly one you may want to look at. Now the Bear metal grip, nice and thin. You're not going to get much torque out of that grip. Not near as nice as their Bear paw grip, but from a shooting standpoint, it's going to sit in your hand real stable and be a nice feel for you to get through. Now, as I mentioned, they stepped up their game with all the integrated stuff, the caged riser, just the overall look of this Alaskan XT, and that 33-inch axle to axle is going to make it a very forgiving and very shootable bow. If you're looking for something in the mid price point, but you're wanting all the features of the flagship bows, take a look at an Alaskan XT, jump on our website, give us a call here at Mike's Archery so we can get one of these new Alaskan XTs in your hand.